Hi there, welcome back. This is Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a continuation reading for Virgo for the month of October 2022. This would be your mid-month continuation. I started with the October video. If you are brand new, you might want to go ahead and review that video. Look for the Virgo playlist and my channel. Go ahead and hit my channel icon. It'll bring you to where those playlists are, or you can wait till the end of the video or fast forward and it'll pop up in the right hand corner. It'll say Tarot Readings Virgo. If you're returning, I'm not going to explain too much, except that you might want to review that video as well. But the last reading I had for you, which was just a couple weeks ago, we were looking at I'm pretty sure a significant partner in your life that was represented by the King of Spades. The King of Spades tends to cause problems. They're not necessarily out, to do no good or to do anything malicious. It's just that they're causing a problem in a relationship, and that's what we were picking up. Also, there was the hint around the desire, possibly, for this King of Spades to become a King of Clubs, which is a more harmonious, peaceful, balanced individual in this relationship with you. And I'm not saying that they're unbalanced. I'm just saying there was some kind of trouble or rift going on. And so I went ahead and laid out some cards asking how things were going with this King of Spades. Six of Spades. Wow, holy sixes. Six of Clubs. 10 of Diamonds. Very nice. So the Ten of Diamonds here talks about your ultimate abundance or prosperity here. It's usually comes out when we're looking at some kind of project you've been working on, or some kind of career that you're wrapping up, or some kind of business you've started. This is when this comes up. And it's also a 10, so it's about completing a major cycle in your life. Perhaps you're feeling very abundant. Just in general, just like you don't want for anything, It's not necessarily about money. It's just an overall sense that you're secure and you're taken care of, which would be a good sign. The Six of Spades here talks about fate and destiny and options and opportunities opening up for you, as well as the Six of Clubs. Again, more opportunities opening up. Interestingly, this is also, the Six of Clubs here is about personal growth, and that you are ready to pursue higher endeavors in terms of pretty much anything in your life that's going to cause significant growth. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you could be taking a leap forward in some way, or at least those opportunities are popping up. Perhaps that is what you're experiencing with this King of Spades that came up in your last reading. It's brought you to this place of personal growth. You've grown some way and matured in some way, or I'm also picking up, if they're no longer around you, that you have these opportunities coming up. So it's like their very presence was making things stagnant. Now, if they are still around, it just seems like with these two cards, well, I'll just say with the Destiny card and things are being faded, you're definitely on the right track. So you're following your life script, per se. If you're into the spirituality where it talks about soul contracts and how we incarnate on this earth to learn certain things, you're definitely on that path here. Let's go ahead and pull out some more cards regarding this King of Spades. For Virgo, with all these opportunities coming up. I don't know, I'm kind of getting the sense they're not around anymore. That's where the opportunities come. It's like you've opened yourself up to other options because they're not there. Well, you are feeling very connected and loved and taken care of. With this Four of Hearts, we're looking at a sense of security and stability around home. So perhaps the relationship has smoothed out. That's one scenario. Or, despite what has happened here, you're still very supported and loved and connected with other family around you, whether that be grown kids, friends, anything really. So it doesn't seem like it's upsetting you too much if they're gone, to put it very succinctly, right? Eight of Diamonds, definitely a focus here on abundance. Now this is the card of hard work paying off, and honestly, it's an entrepreneurship card. So I feel like again, there's an element of independence here, breaking off, doing your own thing. It's also about success and financial gain after putting some plans into motion. If you are thinking about, breaking off on your own, that's a very good indication that perhaps the time is right, or whatever you put into motion is really starting to pick up, and pay big dividends there. And again, you have the Jack of Diamonds talking about finance. This could be a person around you. This could be a younger earth sign. It could be you, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. If it's not a person around you that fits that, this would be you embodying kind of a sense of being inexperienced. Yeah, I'm actually picking up on the entrepreneurial spirit here. When you branch off onto your own or you try something new, you definitely feel inexperienced, out of your depth. It brings around the sense of being a novice. It's not a bad thing. It's just kind of a feeling of, my God, I don't know what I'm doing. There can be a little bit of nervousness and anxiety around that, but it's definitely around some sort of abundance here. Yes, I think you split up with them. This is the card of disharmony and rifts happening between people. Sometimes it indicates a permanent separation from a friend even. It's pretty... This is a line drawn in the sand. There's like no going back. That Two of Spades is pretty much like, whatever transpired, they didn't become the King of Clubs. They are gone. So Virgo, like I said, you're looking at all these opportunities here, personal growth in some area of your life, as well as kind of just following your instincts, your own drummer, as they say, the beat of your own drummer. Let's go ahead and look at the second line. Over here I asked what the issue was with this King of Spades. Like, what was it that got under your skin here? Oh, you didn't trust him. Could have been some immaturity on their part as well. This is also with the spades. It's also an air sign. They could have been an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But again, we had the King of Spades. So if you were involved with an air sign, yeah, I'm actually picking that up for some Virgos watching this video, that it was an air sign that was just damn immature. There was some immaturity there. Whoa, and a Three of Spades. That's about third parties. They could have been not faithful to you. This is also about worry and physical stress, just kind of being in a bad place. It's also about being overworked. If this pertained to a work situation, I just think it was stress. There was a third element coming into the relationship, whether it be a person or just the issue itself, that was causing stress and discomfort. Four of Diamonds. This is about some kind of windfall. It's an interesting turn here. It's about some kind of inheritance. Maybe this person did come into some kind of, windfall inheritance from a relative. And the Four of Diamonds also warns about overspending. It's like, just because you have it doesn't mean you can go crazy and pretend like, a free ride, I get to just spend how I want, not think about consequences. It actually encourages you to save in some sense, or invest. Perhaps that was the rift here. Yeah, like spending irresponsible spending. That's what I'm hearing. Irresponsible. That would certainly be in line with this immaturity. And I think you've just both had a different viewpoint. That's usually how relationships, end. You just can't come to a compromise or a middle. Look at that. Whatever it is, again, it's completed. It's these nines are about completions, not major life cycle completions, but just like things that are done and over. The Nine of Clubs talks about achievement. You're feeling content with whatever occurred here. You're not stressing about it. With the Nine of Spades, you do have a little bit of disappointment and a feeling of loss. The Nine of Spades also talks about things being forced upon you. Like you weren't looking to end this. It's just certain things that transpired led to this decision, led to a series of events, those types of things that ultimately ended the relationship. But you're feeling like you've achieved a lot, which is really, really, really positive, and that's a very good point to illuminate here with the Nine of Clubs, that you are feeling quite content and balanced yourself, and that you had to do what you had to do. Sometimes the Nine of Clubs actually talks about raise and promotion and career, but I really don't see any career in this, except we did have this. We did have this to talk about overwork. So I don't know if you two ran a business together, because there was the entrepreneurship card. Maybe that's you and your spouse were in business together. Probably for a very specific Virgo. Honestly. Seven of Hearts. Yep. You had your heart broken. The Seven of Hearts talks about being let down. Things being really nice in the beginning, and soon after coming to, just going south and just turning really bad. It's, again, disappointment. Like with the Nine of Spades, it came out with that as well. Disappointment, unfortunate changes, people becoming flakes, just heartbreak in the sense that you're not devastated necessarily, but you had more faith in this person. Yeah. I thought you were more on the same page. I'm going to go ahead and look at the advice, Virgo. Yes, this is over. This Ten of Spades here does talk again about major loss. It's one step up from that Nine of Spades. This is actually like a period of mourning or grieving. So in some cases, sorry, probably need to get some water. In some cases, it can mean like a physical death. I think we're just looking at the end of a relationship that you put a lot of stock in. You really counted on it, at least for a while. But it's done. Seven of Clubs. Yeah, you were feeling trapped. This is the card of being a prisoner, feeling like things aren't going anywhere, especially in relationships, like dead-end relationships. This is about the card of not having any choice. You had to do something because you were feeling completely helpless in the situation, that things weren't going to change. Six of Diamonds, it's ultimately going to lead to, again, more opportunities. You got 3 sixes out here. You get a lot of opportunities and options opening up for you because you're releasing this. Very simple. You release something from your life, it opens up new doors and passages that you can pass through that weren't there before, honestly. Or at least they weren't available to you. With the Six of Diamonds, you're looking at taking financial responsibility, paying off debt, getting serious about just, having a good head on your shoulders about money. I think, like I said, there's something about money here and an abundance of it, and it probably not being handled well. I think that's, that can't be the whole crux of the problem here, but I think that was definitely a huge element. And now you're in this place of being able to take responsibility because you have those resources and you have those opportunities to do that, because the income is flowing, right? You don't have to worry about this other person. I can relate to that. I've had the same kind of thing at my doorstep. So I hear ya. Two of diamonds, yes. You're getting your finances back in balance and harmony here. It's quite obvious. It's quite obvious. This is very good, though. This is a very good outcome. Whatever decision that was made here and breaking off with this person, Virgo, is the right thing to do. For sure. For you. Jack of Clubs. A little bit of, well, let's talk about... First, it could be a younger person you've met. They're very supportive and generous. They could be a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. This person literally could be somebody you're relying upon at least as support, like emotional support, like a friend. You could have fire in your chart, and this is you feeling like you're kind of starting over from a place. With a good head on your shoulders about being supportive and generous, not closing yourself off. But I actually kind of feel like that Jack of Clubs is somebody around you. Like I said, a fire sign. Could be younger than you. What else advice can you give me for Virgo before we wrap this up, please? What else can you tell Virgo? Changes that needed to happen. Well, they certainly have, I think. Perhaps there's more changes that need to occur. I don't know. You would be the best one to decide that. This is the breakup card. This is disruption in lifestyle, routines, and things that are unexpected. Like things that come from the outside that come in to disrupt your life. I would say, because it came out in the advice here, that you're just looking at a little bit more disruption in some manner, okay, having to do with your home life or your routine. I'm not getting any specifics about it, so I cannot speak from that point of view. But there's something to expect here as far as the fallout from the breakup, since it is the breakup card. There could be unexpected travel. I don't know if you're looking at moving out of the area, that kind of thing. Three of Clubs. Yeah, you're still going through this struggle. This is the need for communication, though. So whoever you're communicating with, it could be this ex. It could be this King of Spades. There's a need for communication here. I don't know if you just need to talk things out, or you need to talk to somebody and get things off your chest. It's just about communication being unstable. And I know I've known a couple Virgos in my life, and they're not always the most verbal people unless they trust you. So they have to trust first, and then they might spill their guts. You know what I'm saying? It's possible you don't have anyone around you. Actually, you do. You have this Jack of Clubs. I'm feeling that very strongly. Fire sign. If they're not younger than you, they're young at heart, or there's something about them that gives off like the young vibe. Maybe they're hip, the urban hipster type of person. Yeah. But your finances here, Virgo, are coming back in alignment with harmony and balance. So if that was a concern for you, I'm seeing confirmation here for sure that that's on track. You definitely have new opportunities here to take responsibility financially. And this is done. I think you're probably going through a little bit of grief. That's why this popped out here. Also to confirm this is done. This is going to be behind you before you know it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I hope this helped. If you do want to see when the next video comes out, looking at probably November. I'm not going to be able to get to bonus readings this month. I just have craziness going on with my work schedule. So hit subscribe and notifications if you do want to see when the next video pops up, okay? And I will see you again. Take care until I do.